Was the Cambrian explosion not as explosive as we once thought? My friends, it's another beautiful day and time for part one of Paleo Rewind 2025, where we look at some of the most interesting papers published in June. To kick things off, we delve back in time to the Ediacaran period, where it appears that life was already becoming more complex and mobile preceding the Cambrian explosion. The Ediacaran is an interesting place in deep time, being the last period of the Phanerozoic eon before the Cambrian, which is known for things like Anomalocaris. However, in the Ediacaran, we rarely have preservation of body fossils, and the ones that we do have are very often ambiguous. What we do have, though, is an abundance of trace fossils, and Wang et al. 2025 capitalizes on this, using a quantitative method to test when slender, bilaterian-style animals first appeared. To do this, 111 trace fossil specimens from 12 different formations were analyzed, some of these specimens including Gordia, Helminthopsis, and Archaeonassa, spanning in time from the terminal Ediacaran to the early Cambrian. Using integral scale analysis, Wang et al. 2025 found that before roughly 545 million years ago, estimated body length to width ratios were typically small, with the trails showing abrupt turns and irregular paths. And it can be inferred that the trace makers likely had short, ovoid, or ellipsoidal bodies with limited directional control. But after 545 million years ago, we see those length to width ratios go up, with the trails becoming smoother, more directional, and less maneuverable, inferring that we had the emergence of slender, elongated bodies with bilateral organization. This would seem to show that slender, bilaterian-style animals began to appear before the Cambrian explosion, with these animals modifying the substrate they lived in, increasing ecological complexity, and enabling a cascading diversification of life, hinting that the Cambrian explosion reflects ecological amplification and not the sudden anatomical changes that we had previously thought. If you found this interesting, be sure to check out the paper below, drop a like, and follow for parts 2 and 3 of Paleo Rewind 2025. Until then, I hope you have a beautiful day.